Welcome back, everyone. Now is our final part of today's session. And for this part, we will introducing you civil engineering, global MBA, as well as global health program. And now we will begin with civil engineering. Today, it's our great pleasure to invite the chairperson of the Department of Civil Engineering, Professor Xie, as well as the representatives, Huai Ying and Rachel. And to begin with the introduction, we will share with you a video.
Welcome to this online presentation for prospective students to National Taiwan University. My name is Sangshen Patrick Xie. I'm the Department Chair of Civil Engineering at the National Taiwan University.
My name is Guo Xingyang, the Associate Chair of the NTU CE, helping the Department's International Affairs. We will introduce our department.
The presentation consists of 6 parts. I will present the four parts, and then Professor Yang will present the rest 2 parts. The department was established in 1945. So right now we are celebrating the 76th anniversary this year. Currently, we have 3 buildings located in the NTU campus. The oldest one is called Civil Engineering Building. And then about 10 years ago, we got donation from the industry to have the Civil Engineering Research Building. And recently, we got some more spaces on top of Anchor building, which is newly expanded. So this is the oldest Civil Engineering Department building. And this is the Civil Engineering Research Building. And then recently, we have 3 more stories on top of Anchor building. Anchor stands for National Center for Research on Earthquake Engineering. Currently, we have around 1,000 students. 450 are undergraduate students, around 400 are master degree students, and about 110 are PhD students. Our student body is roughly 21% of the total College of Engineering student population. Currently, we have around 60 professors, and you can see the rank of those professors. And about the student body, you can see that currently we have around 18% of international overseas Chinese students in our bachelor degree, and around 12% in our master degree, and 20% in our PhD degree. So in total, we have around 16% of international and overseas Chinese students in our student body. Currently, all of our programs are accredited by internationally recognized Washington Accord. So that includes our undergraduate program, graduate programs, in-service master programs. Besides the opportunities offered by the university and college, our department also offers student exchange opportunities. We have signed MOUs with 13 universities as shown here. Also, we offer dual degree programs. We have 9 dual degree programs with several universities around the world. In terms of world rankings, this shows the QS World University rankings in the past years. University-wise, we are currently 66th globally and 19th in Asia. For College of Engineering, we are currently 19th in the world and 9th in Asia. For my department in the subject area of civil and structure, we are currently 11th in Asia and top 50 in the world. This is the course map of my department. For undergraduate students, we basically offer 2 tracks of courses. One is more on the theoretical side, another one is more on the hands-on side. And for the hands-on side, we call stone courses. So starting from the freshman years, we offer cornerstone courses. And then in the sophomore years, we have keystone. And in the junior and senior years, we offer capstone courses for the students to integrate all the knowledge they have learned in the program. And also in senior years, we offer several specialized areas of courses for the students to study, and also serving as a bridge for their future study into graduate school. On the right-hand side, you can see we have 7 divisions: geotechnical engineering, structural engineering, hydraulic engineering, transportation engineering, construction engineering and management, computer-aided engineering, and surveying and geospatial engineering. These are the divisions in the graduate program. So for undergraduate program, the minimum total credits for graduation is 132 credits. And currently, for all of the required courses, we offer 3 classes. And then in 1 track of the classes, the courses are taught in English. So we welcome international students who may not be familiar with Mandarin and Chinese. So for hands-on courses, you can see that starting from the freshman years, we will let the student to build some small-scale models and then go through some tests in the lab, even on the shaking table. And then for the keystone projects in the sophomore years, the student will start to build some full-scale models in their project. So on the left-hand side, that's the project that we collaborate with other universities in the southern part of Taiwan. So the student will build a floating structure. And then on the right-hand side, that's a bridge on campus. So every year, the university offer our students to build a new bridge and then exhibit over there for 1 year. And then for the capstone project, then students build more complicated structures. So this is a wooden structure to serve as the place for bike parking. And that project was finished and then have the exhibition in front of our civil engineering building for 1 year. And several years ago, there's a chance that we got donation from the industry to allow our students to design a bridge in National Taiwan University's experimental forest in the middle part of Taiwan. And the project was completed and Right now, it serves as one of the attractions in the forest. For graduate programs, I have mentioned that we have 7 divisions, but for PhD program, currently we have one additional program called AI for Engineering Application. So you can find all the more detailed information from our website. Next, I will invite our Associate Chairman to present the next 2 parts.
Today, I want to tell you the supporting resources from our department. First is the scholarship. We have 2 types of scholarship. One is the government scholarship, including Taiwan Scholarship and Elite Scholarships. From Taiwan Scholarship, you can contact and apply through the Taipei Representative Office. For Elite Scholarship, there is only for the current lecturers from the Southeast Asia or Africa countries, and should be nominated by the NTU to the Ministry of Education. The second type of scholarship is NTU Scholarship. This scholarship welcomes all the international students to apply. You just need to tick the box in the application form and say yes, you want to apply for this scholarship. I want to emphasize that please do your best to apply the government scholarship first, because it provides more funding. Also, I want to have your attention for the website. To apply scholarship, you should go to the Office of International Affairs and click on the prospective students items. Afterward, you will find all the information guiding you to apply for the scholarship. Our department provides the advising professor assistance, of which there is 1 professor from our faculty members can look after you. The professor can help you answer all the academic problems, give you advice, provide you some research resources, and help you to communicate with the department. This slide shows some activities and photos for students with their advising professors. As you can see, the professors are quite friendly and helpful. Usually they get together every semester to talk about their academic as well as life issues for the study in NTU. Our department holds the CE International Students Orientation every year. We usually have on-site orientations, but due to the COVID-19, we also hold the online live show and Q&A sessions last year. Our department also has a civil engineering body program. In this program, the senior students host some interesting activities for international students, for them to get familiar with study environment in NTU quickly and know better of the Taiwanese cultures. You can see there are many activities in the body programs. Taiwanese temple tour, pizza parties, night markets, and outdoor activities. In the last year, students DIY make their own bubble tea because the Taiwan bubble tea is very famous. They also have a chance to see the Taiwan local movies to understand more about the local culture in Taiwan. This is the final section talking about the events and activities in our department. As an international student, you are not alone. Actually, you are welcome to participate in many activities, to meet old friends, and to make new friends. These activities are hosted by the university level or by the department level. There are many activities in the whole year. For example, as we have just mentioned, we have the International Students Orientation to welcome you. We have a barbecue party to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. If you like to sing, we also have karaoke competitions in the winter. This slide shows a very special academic activities. It's called Trilateral Students Activities, TSA, co-organized by the NTU, University of Tokyo, and Seoul University, Seoul National Universities from 3 countries. They are all civil engineering students. In each year, the TSA will be hosted in one university, and students go to that university and live in learning together for a week. This photo shows the TSA hosted in our department 2 years ago. We have a dinner banquet and also organized the field trip for students to see the current constructions of important infrastructures in Taiwan. We invite international students for the lunch and dinner gatherings. International students from many countries like India, Nepal, Vietnam, Indonesia, and the Africa countries. In these occasions, professors are also welcome. At this leisure environment, students and professors can chat and share their cultures from different countries. We organize company visiting and field trip. In this year, we visit the precast factories and the cement plant to see the advanced techniques in the current civil engineering practice. After company visiting, we organize the cultural activities to the museum or to the historical building and streets. This is meaningful for international students to explore the Taiwanese cultures and customs.
I hope you enjoy our presentation for our department. We have been trying very hard to create an international environment for our students. We welcome you to join the Department of Civil Engineering at NTU.
Wish you a fruitful study and wonderful experience in NTU. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now after the video introduction is quite detailed, so now we will start to answer some questions from here. So first one, are there any requirements for previous degree applying to master?
Yeah, I think for applying for master, we require you to have a bachelor degree or equivalent degree to the bachelor degree. Yeah. And this is a quick and short answer. I don't know if that satisfies your question.
Or maybe the students usually concerned if they have related backgrounds, is necessary or not?
We are open to all different fields. Yeah, so it's not necessary that you need to have the bachelor degree in civil engineering.
Okay, thank you. Then another questions from Alexander. If the applicants will be automatically enrolled in scholarship program,
maybe why you can answer.
Okay. I think we just answered that question on the video. If you want to apply for, there are two kinds of scholarships that you can apply. Well, mainly two kinds of scholarships. One is the government scholarships, and the other one is NTU scholarships. If you are applying for NTU scholarships, you just have to click on the box in the application form that says you want to apply for the scholarship. If you want to apply for government scholarship, you have to go to Taipei representative office in your area or your country and ask them how to apply, because every area they have different regulations for applying to the scholarships.
Okay, so the next one also from Alexander. I think yes. I think the answer is yes, right?
Yeah.
The minimum requirement is 750. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one from Aaron. Will the university help apply for student visa application?
The answer is, of course, not. You have to take, if you are enrolled in the program, then you will be receiving an admission letter from the Office of International Affairs. You take the admission letter to the Taipei representative office. Some office called TECO office. Then you will go to TEC or TECO office to apply for the visa. But now, because of COVID-19, probably the application will go differently.
It would take a longer time.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's another question for
Admission quota. That's for undergraduate students.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the admission quota for undergraduate students doing English top program. We have only also 2 quota for students who want to apply for the Chinese top program.
And that's for undergraduate. For masters would be 30, and for
Or
PhD
PhD.
we have 2 intakes. So the first in fall would be for 20, quota is 20, and then for spring it will be 10.
Okay, and the next one. Do you recognize IB diploma students?
Yeah, well,
International.
yeah, of course. Well, I think listed on our application requirements, there are 2 main things that you have to submit. One is a transcript, and the other one is the diploma, right? So if you fulfill, if you have the transcript and diploma, then you can apply.
Okay. And what are the available student housing options? There are plenty of dormitories at National Taiwan University. And as for international students, you are prioritized for these dormitories. So don't be worried for this issue.
Yeah, but a priority.
Yeah, apply early.
Yes,
Yeah, and also
apply
you can check the information on the Office of International Affairs website. You just search for accommodation and you will find the answer.
And Sam is asking, when applying for scholarship, financial statements still required?
Oh, yes, but that is university-wide, it's not only for the department. Yeah, probably you can read the admission guidelines and you have all the answers. It's on page 6, I guess.
Maybe we can choose.
What are the monthly living expense? I think you can check on the website as well. It's on the International Affairs office.
Yeah, experiences. I think this is industry experiences does help for some master degree applications, especially in, for example, construction management.
Yes. And another question from Alexander. I have a diploma of 5 years from Moscow State University of Civil Engineering. Is that degree enough to apply for PhD?
We have to check that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can
Depends.
write an email to me again, and I will reply to you soon.
Yeah, if you have a master equivalent degree, then it
Yeah,
definitely is okay.
Yeah, check the regulation for you.
Right. Or you can enroll into the master degree program, and then after 1 year, and then you can already get into the PhD program. Yeah. So write to us.
And what are the
Insurance requirements?
requirements?
This would be from the OIA website.
Yeah,
This is on the website.
Yeah, it's university's requirement.
Yeah.
What was asking?
I think
Advantage of getting only admission without scholarship. Right, you are free of restrictions from some scholarship. Like some scholarship from the government may restrict you to study abroad. Yeah, and so if you don't need that scholarship, then you're free to do study abroad.
Yeah, of course. And we also have the exchange program and dual degree program. So if you have a government scholarship, you might not be able to do exchange program or dual degree program. But if you have no scholarship and you want to apply and you get into the program, that's okay.
Yeah.
The email when I can cover. Oh yeah, okay. I think the most important thing is you can Google NTU CE, that's the NTU Civil Engineering Department, and you will see contact person, which is me, and so I will answer your question.
Yeah, you're welcome to visit our website. Okay. There are a lot of information there for you.
Yes, so if you have further questions or any concerns, feel free to write to their email. And I think this will be the end of today's introduction of civil engineering. So we hope you could come and visit us maybe after this September. And yes, so that's all for today.
Okay.
Okay,
See you.
yeah, see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, welcome back. So now it's the time for introducing you the Global MBA program. And first of all, before we start, we would like to share with you the video introduction.
Let's get to know more about the Global MBA at National Taiwan University. The NTU Global MBA has a goal of transforming students into future leaders in the global marketplace with the exposure and awareness to both international and Taiwanese talents. The distinguished faculty and diverse students body stimulate thought-provoking discussions in class and challenge students to think creatively. Why NTU GMBA? Firstly, our program is the first ranked in Taiwan. Secondly, we have a high diversity environment. Thirdly, we provide innovative teaching. Finally, our experiential learning makes the NTU GMBA stand out from other programs. Let's talk more about the details. Let's start with the top ranking of the program. At NTU, you will join an elite community of exceptional researchers and business leaders that have shaped the world for generations. This program aims to connect brilliant ideas and talented individuals from around the world to foster a diverse environment of education and innovation. Acceptance into the Global MBA program means attending one of the world's top universities consistently ranked among the top 100 universities in the world. National Taiwan University has been ranked 40th in the world by the Times Higher Education World Reputation Rankings in 2020. Moreover, our College of Management has received 5 Palms of Excellence with 304% of Dean's recommendation rate from EduNiversal for 10 years. Comparing with the MBA programs from other countries in Asia, our program has a lower tuition fee, meaning that students receive a higher return on investment. Secondly, let's talk about the diverse environment. The College of Management's reputation as executive education is well known. In addition to meeting with top talents from the world in GMBA, you have opportunities to know current or future entrepreneurs in EIMBA and EMBA programs to expand your connections to Asia Pacific and beyond. Here is a glance of faculty structure by department and country of faculty educated. Here are some of our high-caliber professors. Global MBA students and alumni come from more than 50 countries with a wide range of different backgrounds, such as business law, literature, medicine, engineering, communications, psychology, political science, and foreign affairs. By involving class interactions and student council activities, you will practice what you preach in diversity and inclusion on a daily basis. 32% of our students and alumni's background is in business, and 23% of them have engineering and science backgrounds. The average age of students is about 30 years old with about 5 years of working experience. These are some of the selected organizations which our students and graduates have worked for. Students may also earn dual degrees or have the opportunity to go abroad as an exchange student through NTU's strategic partnerships with other top universities around the world. We have established over 100 partnerships globally. Students can study at a top university such as Copenhagen Business School, HEC Paris, Kyoto University, NYU Stern Business School, Peking University, and University of Toronto for exchange or dual degree programs. Thirdly, innovative teaching. The curriculum is derived from the real industry experience and academic research of NTU's world-renowned faculty, as well as the best practices from other top business schools. The Global MBA program consists of 8 core classes to teach the fundamentals of business, as well as advanced managerial skills. We offer more than 50 English-taught elective courses per year. Under the PEST framework, our courses cover 4 major areas that are useful in strategic management, namely political, economic, social, and technological areas. The program is taught entirely in English and takes on average 2 years to complete. Finally, let's talk about experiential learning. With a faculty that holds degrees from universities across the world, the program allows students to tap into a wide range of business expertise and international commercial knowledge. In 2016, the program launched the KIT project, which is a joint program led by National Taiwan University, Global MBA, Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, and Prasetya Mulya Business School. The aim of this course is to provide students with the opportunity to experience firsthand the business cultural practices of the region in a learning environment that promotes cross-cultural understanding and insight into business processes in an Asian context. Our program's experiential learning not only includes overseas study trips, but also global management practices through company visits to well-known international companies. These are some of our student activities that take place every year: orientation for new students, graduation ceremony, and the Unity Ball. Other student activities include Welcome Back Party, CSR project in Ting Fang Homestay, and Social Value Matters, Going Mainstream. Here is the application information. For more information, please visit our GMBA websites and feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Okay, after the video introduction, we have the students and also the representative of GMBA office here to share more about their program. So maybe we can start from the student sharing first. Kyle?
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Kyle Whitehouse. I'm from America, from Detroit, Michigan. A little bit about me first. When I went to school, I studied sociology and Mandarin Chinese. After graduating, I lived for 2 years in China as an English teacher, continuing to practice Chinese. Went back to America and worked mostly in medical research. So not too much of a business background, but I was looking for an opportunity to get into the business world and use my Chinese more. So that's why I chose Taiwan and NTU. So I'll go into some more detail about why I chose the NTU GMBA. So first off, I wanted to live in Taiwan. It's a fantastic place to live. Really convenient, really good food as well. But why NTU GMBA specifically? So first off, NTU is the top school in Taiwan, right? If you ask anybody, that's what they'll tell you. And then also NTU is one of the top schools in the world, definitely number one in Taiwan. Another big reason I chose NTU as GMBA is because of the flexibility. I looked at a lot of programs in Taiwan, and the NTU GMBA is one of, if not the only, English-speaking program that you can complete in 1 year. It will be pretty busy if you do that, but you can do it in 1 year. And then if you want to do 2, 3, or 4, that's possible as well. Additionally, it is designed for people who are either full-time or part-time. So if you want to work or do internships through it as well, you can also do that. And they make it very easy through things like night classes, weekend classes. They'll work around your schedule as well. Another really nice thing about going to NTU is its location in the Da'an district of Taipei, which is central district in Taipei, best place to live, and you get to live here for very cheap if you live in the dorms. Very, very good, very good location. Now for preparation, for what to do if you do want to come to NTU, especially in this time with COVID, what I would recommend is do your research and just make sure you know everything that you need to do. If you do have any questions, make sure to ask people in the GMBA office or the Office of International Affairs here at NTU. They're great at helping you out. They're great throughout this whole process for me, and I sent them a lot of emails, but they're more than willing to help you out during that process. So make sure you take advantage of that. And then as far as documents, you'll need a lot of documents. Make sure to get everything in double, triple, quadruple. Have a lot of copies of all of the documents you need, just in case. And then make sure you know all the rules as far as entering the country. But again, they can help. NTU can help you out with emailing and things like that. And then finally, study Chinese. This is an all-English program, so you won't need it for the program. And people's English here in Taipei is quite good, but it always helps to know a little bit of Chinese. But just make sure to study traditional characters instead of simplified. We are in Taiwan.
Okay, so next, may we have Daniela?
Hi everyone, I'm Daniela Mendez and I'm a first year GMBA student and I'm from Mexico, and it's great to be here with you today. Let me share a little bit about my background. I have 12-year experience working for different companies, basically for a customs clearance agency, for a railroad company, and also the 5 last years I worked for a electronics manufacturing company and the supply chain area. And when I was working there, I realized the importance of continuous studying and better prepared so you can have more opportunities. And since Asia is nowadays one of the leading economies in the world, I felt very interested to come to Asia. So I started doing some research and found that NTU, as mentioned, is one of the top best universities in Asia and also in the world. So I found it very convenient, and as Kyle mentioned, the program is taught in English, so students like me that don't previously speak Chinese, you can take the courses, and just if you decide, you can take also Chinese lessons, but it is not mandatory, it's up to you. And well, you can have like the combination of local professors and international, so you can have both perspectives. And I found that very, very interesting. Also, as mentioned, the program has 8 core courses, and you can choose for the elective courses. And there is a variety. You can choose those that better fit with your interest or with your field. Just to mention an example, we have like entrepreneurship and innovation, global investment, crisis management, business communication, and it is very interesting that you can make your own path. You can design your own path. So additionally, visits to companies are very interesting, and also we have lectures and talks given by professionals that have good positions in the industry, and you can learn from their advice, from their experience, and I consider that it's very valuable. And well, for me, if I could give you some advice, I will tell you that education is always a good investment. And also that if you have any doubt, all the instructions, once you decide to enroll to the program, read carefully the instructions. And of course, if you have any doubt, the team is willing to help you. And because of the pandemic, this is not related to NTU, to the GMBA program, but sometimes a little bit of patience is important, because we have to deal sometimes with some degree of uncertainty. But well, you can do it for sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your sharings. It's very inspiring. So maybe we can check if there is some questions.
There are some questions coming in, right? Let me see. We have a question from YH. I want to also learn Chinese while I'm studying GMBA. Is there any chances? I would say yes. Yes, we have free Chinese classes for international students for up to 1 year. So Kyle, are you learning Chinese?
I am not currently, but I plan to later. Daniela is currently.
Yeah, can you share? Is the Chinese classes hard?
It is a little bit demanding, because especially if you want to make the most of your courses, you have to study. But it is always very fun and very interesting. So we are always very relaxed while also we are learning. So I really recommend it.
Okay, good. So let's see the next question from Vanessa. Does GMBA offer campus part-time jobs? I would say yes, and you can have some other choices doing part-time job outside, but in campus, you can consider to be our teaching assistants, or you can be our GMBA assistant to have some office routine jobs. So for all students, or all international students who wants to work in Taiwan for a part-time job, please apply for the work permit. With the work permit, you'll be allowed to work 20 hours per week. So and also you do not need to have a job offer first before you can apply for a job permit.
Okay, thank you. For next question.
Next question, we have Sun Wuli here. Hi, after the result announcement, will there be an acceptance of applicants on the waiting list.
Maybe we could invite Andrew for this question.
Okay. Hi. The short answer is yes. So based on the result, I think for the first round we are going to announce the result today, probably like 2 hours later, and then we'll have about 2 weeks for the students who are accepted or who got admission will decide if they want to accept or not. So if they turn down our offer, then there will be a wait list that could be put onto the formal admission. I mean, after the Chinese New Year. So if you found that you are on the wait list, so make sure that you go to our system and check that you want to be on the wait list. So if that's the case, then once there are anyone who withdraw from the offer, you will be put. We will inform you and see if you want to come to us. Be the formal acceptance.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. So stay tuned and good luck.
We chat on Facebook.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, let's go to the next question.
The next question.
Okay, Elsie, I see your question about the alumni connection. I would say yes. Recently, we have the College of Management Alumni Association just established by the end of last year. So with the new College of Management Alumni Association, we conglomerate all the alumni from the 5 departments and the 3 MBA programs. Besides that, we have our GMBA Alumni Association. We'll be setting up a very formal legal entity. Maybe by the end of March, we'll complete all the procedures. So with the formal GMBA Alumni Association, we can have better service to all alumni because our GMBA alumni are a little bit different from the other programs. Our alumni are distributed all around the world. So that's why this is a little bit hard and takes us some time to form the alumni association formally. But we're now working on it and hope we can have some more better connections. Have you ever done any other alumni activities before or meet someone?
Yes. I will say that whenever I've reached out to alumni, I've had a really positive experience. Actually, so for one of my classes, I interviewed several alumni, and we just met up at a coffee shop, and they're more than willing to talk to me. And then they even would wanted to meet up on LinkedIn and then continue that relationship. So all the alumni I've talked to have been very happy to assist students or current GMBAers in really any way. So I've had very positive experiences with them.
Yeah, I think alumni is a very important asset to maybe all the programs. Alumni connection, they can bring a lot of experience sharing and then maybe sometimes job opportunities, whatever. They are all very, very important to our students. Okay, we have another question from Diana. I have 2 citizenships. One of them is Taiwanese. Is that a difference to apply as international student or Taiwanese student? I would say if you have the citizenship as a Taiwanese, I strongly suggest you apply as local Taiwanese students because it is restricted by law that if you have a household and citizenship of Taiwanese, you can only be regarded as local Taiwanese students. So when you send the applications, please send us via the local applications track, which will be starting from February 19th to 12th of March.
Yes, thank you, Christy. So I think that's all for the questions, and also will be the end of our introduction of GMBA. So thank you very much for your sharing.
Thank you. Look forward to meeting you guys.
Bye. Welcome back to our final introduction of the program. So now we'll be introducing you the Master PhD program in Global Health. And before we start, we will start to introduce you with a video.
The COVID-19 pandemic continues to plague the world. The public health professionals have become front and center. Taiwan's national health insurance system is praised worldwide. Our response to the pandemic is another testament to how our public health succeeds. National Taiwan University is among the top 100 universities in the world. The quality of our public health teaching and research is highly recognized. We welcome international talents to study global health here with us at College of Public Health in Taiwan.
Global Health Program is designed for international students. The main goal of our program is to equip our international students with research expertise capable of providing scientific evidence to solve pressing public health issues around the world. National Taiwan University College of Public Health was accredited by Council on Education for Public Health in 2016, and we are the first and still the only one so far to obtain this certification and recognition in Asia. This certification means that the quality of our public health education meets specified criteria and standards. Therefore, students can be assured that they are competitive internationally, which is crucial to their subsequent research and career development. Global Health Program offers MS and PhD degrees with all courses taught in English. We strive to combine both theory and practice. We encourage and sponsor our students to intern or conduct fieldwork research during their time at NTU, helping them develop their research skills.
Many of our classes emphasize hands-on experiences, so we get to see how public health principles are being applied to protect people's health in their own communities. We've been able to visit a multitude of public health institutions around Taiwan, and I find it very meaningful that we get to meet people who are implementing public health policy in their own neighborhoods. And this is something I know I wouldn't be able to do in these opportunities I wouldn't experience in the U.S.
So in dose metrics class with Professor Wan Chen Li, we were able to go into indigenous communities and actually take water samples to determine the water that they were drinking to see how it was affecting their health. And then in the end, we created presentations that will later be used in the communities.
International events organized by the College of Public Health made me feel connected to the international research community. The most valuable experiences are getting more insight in East Asian perspectives, collaborating with outstanding researchers in Taiwan, and studying together with people from different backgrounds.
I do enjoy studying at NTU GHP. We're really spoiled in that the public health building is new and it has high-tech research facilities.
Coming to study at NTU was one of the best choices in my life. I met beautiful people with different culture and background. I made new friends, and I'm enjoying all the facilities that are in our disposition. I'm fully enjoying my graduate study at NTU.
As a response to the COVID-19 pandemic, we arrange for distance learning so that international students can still take courses while in quarantine. But our main goal is to provide in-person teaching and interaction during this pandemic, and we are very grateful that we can still be doing this as of November 2020. We value students' living experiences. Us Taiwanese are known to be hospitable. Both our program staff and faculty members do our best to our students in all respects.
There are many libraries in NTU. NTU students can access all libraries. The main library, which is in main campus, very beautiful, is open for 24 hours. The new libraries in medical building is also resourceful and convenient for me to read.
So public transportation is actually super easy and super convenient here. I can get around pretty easily by the bus or by metro throughout the city.
NTU campus has all the necessary shops, restaurants, and transportation a student need for living.
我觉得在台大学公共卫生是很特别的机会，可以在上课用中文，可以跟老师讲中文，不需要讲中文，但是这是很特别的机会。
Taiwan is such a beautiful country. I love hiking and biking in Taiwan, but also in Taipei. Within an hour from your doorstep, you're in one of the national parks surrounding Taipei for a nice day hike in the mountains.
Upon graduation, I want our students to be equipped with the skills they need to face public health challenges worldwide, whether they're in the private sector, academia, or NGOs.
This program has allowed me to explore different avenues and different career fields. My future is currently still uncertain, but a lot of professors in the GHP have been super helpful with guiding me through different career fields and how I can reach them. And it's really helpful that they care not only about my academic well-being, but also my personal well-being.
The Global Health Program at National Taiwan University helps incorporate different global aspects about public health. It also provides different cultural insights that I would not have received in America. After graduation, I plan to join a women's health organization to understand the different health barriers that women face.
Through work and volunteer experience after I graduate, I hope to find the work that I truly find meaningful. As of right now, I love to help create policies in the United States that help the most vulnerable communities.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is a Global Health Program. And now the next session, we will give you a briefing of our program.
Yes, please.
Okay. Our program, actually, I should introduce our College of Public Health. Is the first institution in Asia to be accredited by Council of Education of Public Health. And we are also the member of the Association of Schools and Programs of Public Health. And especially because we are the member of this association, so we recruit our students and our applications through SOVAS, which is a platform that's safe, accredited school and programs of public health. And now you see is our curriculum for our PhD students and master students. And actually, we recruit master's students and also doctoral students. And we are for English programs, and we only recruit international students. And our faculties are also recruited from the well-known faculty overseas. And now you see is our faculty of our college, the dean, and our 3 vice dean. And the next is our faculty of global health programs, the director, Dr. Lind, and we have 3 associate director. And last year, we recruit 3 new faculties, which is Dr. Zhang and Dr. Li and Dr. Andrew. And actually, our courses, we cooperate with many international scholars. And these scholars are the list we have cooperated. And in the future, we'll still keep cooperated with them. And this is our compulsory courses for master degree students. And these are elective courses for master students. And the list is compulsory courses for PhD students. And these are elective courses for our PhD students. And actually, you can find this information on our website. And the next, we want to tell you about the graduation milestones and requirements for our master students. If you want to graduate from the global health programs and get your degree, you need to get a compulsory courses of 16 credits and elective courses minimum of 8 credits. So the total credits is 24. And the requirement for PhD students, the compulsory courses should be 16 credits. And elective courses minimum should be 10 credits, so the total credits is 26. And these are newly developed courses, modules, and career development seminars that we hold in the past year. And these are some photos about our courses, the field visits. And these are the posters for our the lectures about the career development. Actually, we already hold about 6 to 7 lectures about the career development for our students. And currently, we have about 31 students, including 7 PhD students. And they are coming from the countries, I think, is 11 countries. And if you want to apply for the scholarship, I think you have many opportunities. I think you can apply the Taiwan scholarship. I think you can apply in our Taiwan's embassy overseas. And you also can apply the Fulbright scholarship. And basically, our programs also provide the opportunities of scholarship for our students, but it depends, it's merit depends. So if you successfully apply to our program, and we will evaluate the scholarship each semester for our students. And you also have some opportunities to get some additional salary. I think there's you can be our teaching assistants, or we have some part-time job from our office. And you can also attend the international conferences and poster presentation conferences. We will have some reimbursement for our students. And basically, if you want to get a degree, I think you will spend you about 1.5 to 2 years. And your program, the PhD degree, that should be maybe 4 to 7 years. And these are some international collections of our programs and our college. So finally, welcome to apply to our programs and welcome to NTU CPH.
Okay, thank you, Tom, for the presentation. And I think now we also have 2 students, Erica and Fariha.
Yes.
May we ask them to maybe have some experience sharing?
Yeah, who wants to be first? Maybe Erica?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Erica can give you some feedback about our programs.
Yeah, so I am a second-year master's student. I just finished my thesis last week. I had the opportunity to study a little bit of quantitative and behavioral health sciences. I did my thesis on space-time self-harm, like spatially and temporally identified self-harm and suicide clusters, and it was in a data set in New Taipei City, Taiwan. I had the opportunity to choose that project, choose the advisor that I wanted to work with, I got to collaborate with some students in this program as well as the local Taiwanese students in research. Freya here is my classmate, and we took many classes together, most of our core courses and some electives.
I think our favorite classes so far have been the field trip classes where we get to go travel around Taiwan. And it was really interesting to meet different like Taiwanese people, their perceptions on health, and then how Taiwan overall is like believes in public health and continues to like enforce this in their community. And it's nice to just be able to like go around and talk to different people and see how they feel about health. So that's really interesting to like do. Yeah. And also we've had like a lot of like supportive staff members during our process with our
really
thesis.
Supportive. Do you want to tell them what your thesis was on?
Okay. So my thesis is on menstrual cups, and it's kind of like a feminist approach for I specifically studied within Bangladesh and Japan, so I got to do like a little quantitative survey analysis on them. And then from this survey, I was able to learn about their behaviors, and I got to work with like 3 different advisors. That's been really nice.
Yeah, I think the topics of your thesis is very diversified.
Yeah,
all of our theses
all
are
over
really
the place. Yeah. And we weren't just restricted to studying the topics on our thesis. Like I took environmental health classes. I took, of course, we have to take biostats and epidemiology.
We took cultural competencies, like just different classes that aren't necessarily related to our thesis.
Yeah, like a policy class. So we get a pretty well-rounded education, but then we can also specify in our electives, and even our electives don't have to be necessarily related to our thesis. So I don't know, they're very supportive.
So the Bachelor program not includes the courses about the professional fields. It also includes the aspects of culture. Right.
The Hualien class is really good at introducing the concept of cultural safety and how we need to strive to
be more inclusive towards minority backgrounds.
And go against the assumed power construct of healthcare workers going in and instead let them decide what's culturally safe or not is one of the big concepts that we lost.
And we also encourage our students to hold some cultural activities. And for example, last year we have some activities about the different countries' laborers in Taiwan, their conditions and their employment status, something like this. And also we have some students to host some festival activities, for example, the Christmas party. And in our program, there's also give some funding support for our students.
And we can participate in NTU College of Public Health and College of Medicine clubs. I know there's badminton and tennis and basketball, but there's also like NTU as a whole. You're also like a student of the whole university, and so you can join clubs. There's lots of language exchanges. I'm in a Taekwondo club. All of the different students have their own things, and as a foreigner, you're still welcome to pursue those, even if you don't speak Chinese, which is great.
So there are some questions popped out. Maybe the first one. Share the advantage of your program compared to other countries.
Our program is definitely one of a kind. It's the only one that's CEPH accredited in Asia. I don't think there's any other program out there like that. And then one thing that's really different is that once people get to come here to Taiwan, you can still live life normally. I know for other people, they're still stuck in quarantine. So this is a nice experience for them to understand like how a society can function with the belief in public health. I think our vice president is an epidemiologist. So he was really on top of it to prevent COVID, restrictions and stuff like this. So that was really helpful towards the beginning of last year.
And he graduated from NTU.
Oh yeah, he graduated from NTU.
From the epidemiology program downstairs.
And I also think it's really interesting to see like an East Asian perspective on global health. I feel that personally, since I'm from America, I would only have gotten an American experience of global health. But from here, I'm able to learn about more than just East Asian experience. I also have my other classmates who's from like Haiti, the Netherlands, and Ghana, and their perspectives are really interesting to see how public health works in their respective countries. So I think it's really like, I think this program really does idealize on the word global. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's really true. And the second one is the current pandemic has brought a lot of changes to the world. So which fields do you think in public health are to expect an increase in demand?
Probably policy interventions.
I think many different fields. It's all.
I don't think there's a single field that wouldn't like enhance.
First we'll think of infectious diseases, we'll think of policy, but we'll also think of epidemiology. Communication is really important. Policy is obviously important. There's been a lot of political problems that could have, even if you have the epidemiology or you have the science to understand an outbreak, you still have to work with the community and
health behaviorologists to see like what it is that people need to work on to further believe in like mass mandatory or how to prevent the spread of disease. So like what like methods you have to use. So it's definitely like a tie of like all different types of forms of public health that you need to work together to overcome a pandemic for sure.
Yeah, and it's not just your local public health, as we've seen, but it's really involves different places.
Based on these questions, actually our faculty will have some close committees to discuss each semester's courses, and they will make adjustments according to the different situations and new topics of the new epidemics. So I think we involved every year and adjust according to the different situation conditions.
So we can move on to the next question.
Hi, could you share a bit more about fieldwork? How often do students get to do fieldwork, and are they able to choose which types of fieldwork to participate in? So because of COVID, a lot of our fieldwork opportunities were a bit decreased, but there were some students that were able to do some fieldwork. So one of the students went back to Ghana to collect some research data for his research, and then another one of our students got to go to a different area of Taiwan, and they were able to do like an internship. So even if it is limited that you may or may not be able to leave the country, you are still able to do it within Taiwan, which I still think is a good opportunity, and you can definitely apply that to your research.
Yeah, and some of our classes got to do fieldwork. I took a dosimetrics class, which is related to environmental health, and we got the chance to go with our professor to community, an indigenous community that her friend had invited us to, and we worked with the community to look at their water quality, and I thought it was a good experience.
That's good. Yeah, you collected water samples and you understood like what if this water is actually clean and safe for the indigenous people to drink. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and it was also just a really interesting cultural experience because they.
Yeah, for example, one of our courses this week, they are now in Hualien, the east part of Taiwan, to do the field visit. So I think for our program, even though we have some the impact of the COVID-19, we still try our best to arrange some field visits for our students and field work. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are international conferences that we had been proposed to be allowed to apply to and go to, and because of COVID, we couldn't go to those, but we do have those opportunities, and there are international researchers coming in giving talks here, and you have the chance to meet with them and speak with them about research and what they're doing.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Question.
Hi. Most of the students continue with PhD in this program after they graduate from master's.
Okay.
So we're the first class ever in the program.
Yeah.
So a couple of the students in our class is actually applying for the PhD program, and they will pursue further into the program. So Erica, would you like to talk about this?
I did apply, and I think another student applied in our program. So we are interested in staying here, and I think it's just,
Yeah, definitely
what
personal
people want to
preference.
do. I mean, right now the program is growing, and so I think after this year, more people will.
Pandemic. So of the students also, and another question is that if it is to apply.
Sorry, we cannot hear you clearly.
Can you type it?
Oh, really?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I mean, most of the students will concern if it is necessary to have related backgrounds in public health or.
Oh, okay. I see. Basically, I received many emails of applicants with different backgrounds. And they'll ask the same question, if they have the background of public health, could they apply for our programs? Actually, our answer is yes. And actually, our current students have many students, their backgrounds are not public health. But we also remind them that if you don't have this kind of background of public health, you may some courses you might take more efforts than other students with a background of public health. For example, the principle of biostatistics. I think if you never learn that, you will takes more time and efforts to get used to the content and then of the course. So, but basically, most of students are not their backgrounds are not public health, so we still encourage them to apply to our programs.
Okay, I think that the information will be really helpful. So this will be all our questions for now. So thank you for you all sharing and the introduction. And yes, see you next time, maybe for next year.
Thank you very much, and welcome to apply to our program.
Sure. Bye. Okay, so this will be the end of our 4 days online info session. And we thank you for staying with us these 4 days. And just a friendly reminder, our application deadline will be February 25th. So if you are still preparing, you can still take your time, but it's only maybe 20 days more. And also, if you haven't applied, you can start to be rushed. And we will also, for students who are looking for the results for the first round application, it will be announced this afternoon. So stay tuned. And as you may know, in Taiwan, the Lunar New Year is coming. So we would like to wish you happy Lunar New Year. And also, maybe you will be missing 2 other colleagues that you met in the previous 3 days. So they will join us now. Yes.
Hi, Natalie.
And so we have Charles and Natalie. So it was really great to share with you all about NTU's programs these 4 days. And Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
And in Mandarin, 新年
快乐!
Okay, we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.